I think Craig Glazer, the owner, one of the owners of Stanford & Sons Comedy Club in Kansas City, is a character and a fucking half.
Absolutely.
Now, Craig Glazer, what's great about him, he is, and we will have this, inevitably have this fight again in a few weeks when I'm there the first weekend in August. Kansas City, Kansas.
When I worked it was Kansas.
Yeah, it's, he is just a notorious character. He asks me every time you have to do bits on radio, but he just goes on radio with you and does all the radio himself, pretty much.
Yeah.
He's just like a local celebrity. He's just a hilarious, goofy character. Yeah, here we go. Craig Glazer, a man and his dog.
I know, I'm not gay. My wife bought him, and she was trying to solidify our relationship.
He's holding a dog.
We married, moved into this condo back in 03.
By the way, pause it.
My wife's
Pause it. And back it up a little bit. The joke I've already made, like bullet point words, he says. Yeah. He's already did. He goes, with the condo. He said condo already.
Yeah.
It's like I know this guy inside now. He's great. He's holding the dog, and he seems like he's describing why he has this dog.
Back in 03. The irony, my wife's gone, but Junior's still here because he loves me. Right?
Well, he also...
I don't want to do without
Hold on, pause it real quick. He doesn't really have a choice. He's a dog.
Yeah.
You know, he relies on you for stuff like shelter and food.
This is Buster, and we basically ride around the Lotus and just try to pull hot puss. Just fucking hot box in the condo.
We're best friends. Yeah. Only problem is Buster is a rabid Obama supporter.
And also,
not a fan of it.
If you want to point a reference, also, he sort of looks like Sex Machine from Dusk Till Dawn. Tom Savini.
Would not have gotten that reference. Would not have gotten that.
It's a great one.
That's great. I would not have gotten it.
Anyone in the room who gets it, though, is
it's gold. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like I lost my man card a little bit on not getting that.
I'm still getting it. Hold on.
See, I mean, the way Dan's, I'm like, I feel left out. I suck.
Dude, Sex Machine is the perfect call. All right.
Let's listen to him talk some more.
Back a lot of nights when I'd come home and bring bimbos over to do weird sex stuff. The whole 9 yards. Junior would interfere, and he'd start licking them, right, Junior? And then they'd want to leave because they had that yucky dog breath on them. But in the end, I thought, well, you guys smell too, so what's the difference? Anyway, as it turned out, it worked out great because they'd leave.
Don't you love how he's like, I miss my dead wife, and 3 seconds later, when I bring bimbos home,
dude, he has 125% confidence.
Yeah, dude, that's so funny. He's like, I love it. He's like, we're having threesomes, and the dog jumps in, and I'm like, hey, get his little dog wet, dick wet,
I got this bimbo, and then she comes around, and she's like, dog starts licking her ass, and I'm like, I'm cool with that. I've been around the world.
I mean, bimbo. Where'd he pick her up? The Regal Beagle.
I'm a traveler.
I got that reference.
She sells cigarettes on a casino floor. She's seen everything. So, she looks at me and she goes, your dog just licked my asshole. I go, honey, that wasn't my dog. That was me.
That's how I get down, baby. I come in, I spread the cheeks, and I tongue fuck your butthole. I'm like, if you're going to party, baby, we're going to party. I mean, we came all the way here in a Lotus. I don't pay all that money a month for that car to not tongue your butthole. I assume you're going to return the favor. I will get you an Uber home.
Kansas is such a flat state that if you don't eat ass, it's like, move up to Colorado or do something.
Lewis and Clark came through here. I didn't pull it out for air. Suck it. Now, Lewis and Clark pulled up, set up port.
Go play it.
Get rid of them so Junior and I could watch TV the rest of the night. I mean, what do you do with these bims when you're done banging them? They're worthless, right, Junior?
Bims!
Junior, God damn it, get back up here.
That's an old dog, too.
What do you do with these bims? Dude. Hashtag think about it.
Think about it.
Think about it. That's great.
Is there episode 2? Go ahead and play it. Man and His Dog episode 2. They're only a minute long each.
The first one was a cliffhanger.
So when people come over and find out I have these little dogs and cat, that I don't know, because this little dachshund, they like to lick. They like to lick you all over your body. And these girls will be spending the night. Unfortunately, I have multiple girlfriends. I've never learned after my wife, one before her, how to just settle down.
He's not kidding.
They're all crazy. But anyway, what I've noticed is they're all very curious. Like, I was in prison, and what do they want to know? Did you get banged in the butt in prison? Well, of course not. But they all want to. That's the first question. Well, when they see the dog licking your legs and getting close to your your dick, and they're like, well, what do you think they think? They go, oh my God, you let that dog suck your dick till you come? And I go,
and that never
it's
happened.
a crime if I do. Junior, get back up here.
He said trigger.
That is. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of the guy from Windy City Heat. Where you're like, are you in on the joke?
He sort of like is, but he's not.
But I'm like, do you get that it's like...
How many views does it have?
9,000, this one.
Christ.
when a dog's blowing you. Oh, different shirt.
Oh, yeah, this is great.
Dude, I love that
there's two more short parts.
It almost looks like he's just abusing his dog. Like he's like, hey, come here. Sit next to me.
There's two more short parts.
Also, I love that he always wears poker sunglasses. Like he's about to go to the poker.
Tinted purple.
Yeah.
What's he doing?
A Man His Dog, episode 3.
Joe, we're going to do it. Right? You're the best baby. You're the best baby. And he's a boy dog. You ready? So I don't remember her name, but she had huge boobs. She was a dancer. What a shock. All right, she was a stripper. So she'd never been on the plaza or eaten at Capitol Grill. And, at that time I had a Lotus, and I was telling, and Junior gets involved later in the story, but I promised to take her to Capitol Grill. If you've ever been to the Plaza, Capitol Grill is one of the nicest restaurants, but it has a bar dining area in front, and if you're going to spend real money, they seat you in the back. Well, I go in with jeans and a ripped t-shirt. She's got her boobs hanging out, black check figures, so everybody's staring at me, wondering how much she costs. So then they seat me in the front. This bitch, I told her just to order me, one drink and a salad. I see a friend of mine, Mike Grozzo, the guy that owns Grozzo, and another Italian guy. We go out front. No, I'm not connected to anybody. But anyway, so we're talking out in front, and a half hour goes by. I come back in. The table is full of food. I mean, lobster tails, filet mignon, bottles of wine. I'm not making this up, guys. It looked like a buffet for the Kansas City Chiefs. And I said, is this my table? And the waitress went, yeah. And I go, who's all this food for? She goes, sir, I assume you and your date. I'm on my date. I mean, Buffalo woman, she's sitting there eating like the Comanche Indians are coming. So I get a bill for over, I'm not making this up nor exaggerating, over $300 for the meal. And we haven't even had
That's not that bad.
That's my bar tab.
You
See me?
Pause that. That's not that bad.
I really hate him complaining about his Kansas City money.
$300.
That cost me $14 and a ticket on a bus.
A buffet of lobster tail, filet mignon. You have $300.
I come back. There's an entire roasted pig on the table. There's also 14 bottles of Ace champagne. I look over. I go, how much does this cost? They go, $60. I go, I can't cover that.
They put this black stripper in a cauldron. We're all dancing around it.
It turns out they have her in an illegal underground mandingo fight.
I come back in. The boobs are out. Of course, this Bim's taping up her knuckles.
She's cracking her neck.
She's cracking her neck. She's getting ready to turn loose, as black chicks often do.
Let it roll.
Deal. And we haven't even had a drink yet. And I am pissed. And she goes, you're mad at me. Well, obviously, what is she doing, guys? Junior, she's trying to order all the stuff to take home since she has a refrigerator full of lobster and filet mignon for the rest of her life, I guess. So we get in the car.
For $300? Hang on,
Hang
pause this. If you could feed a black stripper the rest of her life for $300 of filet mignon and lobster tail, just do it.
Yeah, she's not a Chinese fighting fish.
But it does show just
I got this girl. I treat her like I got a new beta.
I put her in a glass of water. I put another black stripper in a glass of water, and I let them look at each other.
It's a Siamese fighting fish.
Back up a little tiny bit. She wants to keep lobster for life.
Dude, that's.
She goes, you're mad at me. Well, obviously, what is she doing, guys? Junior, she's trying to order all the stuff to take home since she has a refrigerator full of lobster and filet mignon for the rest of her life, I guess. So we get in the car. I'm not talking. She goes, you're never going to take me out again, are you? And I go, probably not, because you're, a bitch and an asshole. And she goes, I'm really sorry. What can I do to make it up to you? And I go, nothing. Well, you could, find another chick and bring her over. I guess that would, lessen the blow of that $300 food bill before we got to the liquor. We get home. Of course, what happens next, guys? Junior, tell them. She couldn't get a hold of one girl. I had to call a girl. This girl comes over, Crazy Carrie, the porn star, and she's blind. She couldn't even walk across the parking lot. It's 3 in the morning. The black chick the stripper. She was good looking. Totally naked. I couldn't get her naked, but when she saw the girl, she wanted to be naked. I get Crazy Carrie in. She's with a driver. She goes, he's my driver. He looked young. He was 18. I go, who's this teenage kid you brought in? Just, watch me and do a threesome in front of. She goes, don't worry. He's my son. He's seen me do it before.
What?
Junior.
Wait, what?
Dude, hashtag think about it, bro.
Yeah, think about how much damage has been done to that 18-year-old kid.
It should be hashtag try to forget about it.
Did you describe the music video for On the Road Again?
Turn the page?
Turn the page, Metallica?
I do my life whatever I want to. I have filet mignon and lobster.
I do it for the money, and no one can tell me they can raise their kid any better. Well, we might as well close it out. Never mind. There's several more.
Yeah, there's oodles more.
There's oodles more.
You don't do a season. It sounds like
I think it's 5 total.
It's not an IFC series. He did like 13 eps. Come on.
These are not getting worse, by the way.
They're getting better.
That was the one that had the Lotus. He said the Lotus.
Oh, yeah.
Bim, Lotus. It's like everyone's got your keyword in it.
I'm hot to trot. I get this girl. Now, she takes a dump in the parking lot. I pick it up. We have a snowball fight. Okay?
I think we can go straight, watch the last two, and then we have to wrap the show. It's crazy.
Also, here's what happens. I involve myself in a major cocaine deal. Now, I'm all yacked up. I got a Filipino he-she behind me with a gun pointed at my back. Right? I look over, I go, hey, you ever been to the Capitol Grill? I'm a pretty big deal in Kansas City. The Filipino he-she looks at me and goes, money now, you die.
Next thing I know, 2 colored girls just get in my car. Now, I stopped at a red light. They just get in.
These bims are hot.
Now, clearly, these chicks are prostitutes, but... I'm known around town. People kind of dig my style. They feel my flavor. Before I know it, they're not charging me. I'm going down on one while I'm finger blasting the other. Now,
you know what I call that? I call that the cornucopia. Because you're in your faces with all the fruit, but then your tail is where it really matters. All right, let's do these last two. I know people are like, I hate videos, but you can hear this.
No. This does not. Listen, the video.
He's petting a dog the entire time.
We'll tweet out a picture of Craig. We'll tweet these actual videos out, but you'll see it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're listening. You're laughing at the same thing we're laughing.
This is worth it.
We're not watching people fall down. We're watching this guy talk about banging bims.
Yeah, and if you're not sure, he looks exactly like he sounds. Exactly.
Yeah.
He's got these tinted shades on. And this scruff and this pockmarked skin.
I got I just ate shit. That was awesome. Okay, here we go. I just want to switch seats so I can watch these last
This isn't
episodes.
Some Rick Astley reveal. Like the first time he had never want to give you up.
I
never
like
want
to. Yeah, that's a white guy.
Never gonna give.
Oh, these are fucking
Roll
great.
it.
Go.
He's got 2 dogs.
2 dogs now.
And this is Coco and this is Junior. Junior was my first dog that my wife bought so we'd have a long-lasting marriage.
I know.
And it would all work out. And she told me it would last forever. Forever's 4.5 years. Anyway, then I...
Pause real quick. He's still holding on to that one, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think he brings it up enough.
Oh,
do you think she's like, hey, can you stop talking about me in your web series?
I thought she was dead.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Can you please stop?
I'm sorry to interrupt because this just got weird. There was a different can.
Junior was my first dog that my wife bought so we'd have a long-lasting marriage. And it would all work out. And she told me it would last forever. Forever's 4.5 years. Anyway, then I had another girlfriend that dropped this little Chihuahua pup off named Coco. Her name was Chocolate Becky. And she promised she'd come back. She dropped him on Friday and get him Monday. That was 4 years ago. Oh, see how Junior is? So I tried to get these two to be buddies, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, because he's a boy dog, she's a girl dog. But they're, what do you call it? They're spaded. What are they? There's another word in stereo.
They cut off their nuts.
Neutered, that's it. Neutered and spaded. So,
I know they're neutered and spayed, but I still try to get them to fuck.
It's spayed, by the way. Spaded is what he did with chocolate black sun that left him the dog.
Here's what I do: is I get an industrial-sized rubber band and I slap it around both of them. Now, I can't put their parts in each other, but I kind of hope, lead a horse to water.
I play some music. I got a sound system with the speakers are in the walls, one of those types, so that's pretty cool. I have a Sonos system, so wherever I play in the house, it plays through all the house speakers.
And you ever seen a fireplace controlled by a remote control?
I just downloaded the new album. Now that's what I call Music for Dogs to Fuck To, Volume 1.
Now, again, I got a whole drawer full of these industrial rubber bands. So if I snap out of one, I just put another one on 'em.
If they fuck, I give them $300 of leftover food from the last video.
Remember that $300 thing? Well, I keep that in a pit out back. I just feed them all this old meat.
You know what? We may have to stop this one and leave it as a to be continued.
TBT.
Because we don't have time to watch both.
All right, let's just watch this one.
We can finish this one.
You can't tease me. I got to see what happens with these two dogs and the rubber band.
Reminds me of a story. It was my birthday, and nobody bought me a cake. Can you believe it? So this girl I kind of see, her and her mom came to my own comedy club, Stanford, since they came to have dinner and see the show. They were thrilled. They had a free dinner. They didn't have very much money. It was a big deal. They wore their Sunday best. So then they came over and met Junior and Coco. Well, the young girl who was 25 wanted to take a shower because, she wanted to have sex and be off. Oh, you don't want to hear the rest of the story, Junior? Fine. So Coco, you're a girl now. So the other lady, her mom, who was about 45, went in the bathroom to go to the bathroom, I assume, and I'm waiting here right where I'm sitting right now. The mother came out naked and said, for your birthday, I'm going to give you a blowjob. Now, I've done a lot of threesomes and crazy stuff in my life, but I'd never done a mother-daughter team. The young girl was hot in the 20s. The mom was, okay. But I went, you know what? We'll mark it off the bucket list. So I didn't want to upset anyone, so I sat down and let her give me, right? The dogs were watching. It was kind of weird. And then the young girl came out and slapped her mom in the butt. And we were done, and I, shot my willy, gave her, whatever. I really didn't want to hang out with him anymore, but I wanted to be polite. You got to be polite, right? It was my birthday. I went, hey, girls, if you want to go back to my bedroom and all lay down naked, we can do that. And the young girl looks at me and she goes, what kind of a girl do you think I am? That's my mother, goddammit!
Wow.
I do not want to see his bucket list.
No,
Dude, I do so bad.
Yeah, that's a Jay bucket list.
I want to make another web series where I take him around to do his bucket list stuff.
It's like that Morgan Freeman movie where you're just living out all your stuff.
I want to drive through a Black Lives Matters protest with a Mack truck.
Make it happen, Jay.
In blackface.
Get on that. I need you to get on that as fast as possible.
I want to skydive completely buck naked.
And land on a mother-daughter team.
Oh, so shit. I look at her and I go, where's your father? And she goes, he died in the first Gulf War. And I go, there was only 79 casualties, so your dad sucks at war.
Anyway,
Geno,
Grandma's sucking me off. The aunt comes in.
All stories are the aristocrats.
Do you know he and Donald Trump are like the same person?
Yeah, they just say crazy shit to get reactions.
I think he is a narcissist. Like kind of a lying narcissist.
Oh, you mean the man who put out 8
I do
videos?
love Craig Glazer. I'm
So do
sorry.
I.
I really do. But
I do
think
too.
He and I don't think he would. The thing is, narcissists don't care if you talk badly about. They just don't believe it.
Well, they want you
and
to
I'm
talk
not
about
saying anything. Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad. Craig, I think you. He's going to listen to this because someone's going to tell him, and he likes people talking about him.
Yeah, well, this is perfect. That's why we're going to watch his videos.
Okay.
He
I just want to. I don't want him being like, Nikki Glazer. She used to be cool, and now she threw us under the bus.
She used to want to suck my prick. I said no for years. And this year I was getting ready to let her do it, and then she just fucked it all.
I said, do 3 seasons on cable. And then I'll let you dip it in.
He exaggerates your credits. He's like, he said I've been on SNL. I'm walking on the stage being like, I have.
My favorite
I'm
one
the
was-
next Ellen DeGeneres. I'm like, that is so not who I am.
You dance a lot. You do dance a lot. I remember when I worked this club, when I drive, he's like, what else you got going on? I'm like, well, I just like, I'm writing this animated pilot with the co-head writer of SNL, but it's like super under wraps. Like, no. And then someone sent me a blog post. My manager's like, hey, Craig, this guy Craig Glazer's saying everyone about your deal. I was like, what? He's like, he told me he's writing a show that's going to star this. And I'm like, I didn't tell any of that shit.
Dude, I had to tell him and everyone in the chain of command of that club, 5 times that I, in fact, have never toured with the Insane Clown Posse. They just put that on there with me. Yeah, is that what you're right? Yeah.
Oh my God!
Every poster said that first and foremost.
On the Twitter, whenever they post about the open mic, they're like, "Are you the next Nikki Glazer?" And I'm like, I hope not. These poor people, like who?
There are so many women in
new
Kansas
club's
City
pretty
Club
cool.
that hate you.
New club's pretty cool.
Where is it?
It's in Overland Park.
Oh, okay.
And,
They've had it was at the Legends before. Did you do the Legends?
I did Legends.
I liked the Legends one.
I did not.
I liked Rainforest Cafe.
I never did Westport. I never did that one.
I never
at
did
all.
that one either. I did the one behind the Hooters, though. That was the one I started at.
How much sniz do you think Craig Glazer got coming out of Hooters?
I mean, he
played center
listen,
field.
he goes for every radio show he goes in with you. If they have like a new young intern working there, he goes, she's already into me, but he hams it up, he plays it up.
Yeah.
For you to go. So, but I wonder how much it works out for him. But he likes strippers and shit.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, I like pretty women. I like them young. So what are you gonna do? Strippers.
Is that the only way that works out?
Well, it's good solution to his
All
problem.
young, pretty girls are strippers.
Everyone knows that.
And they all love giving HJs and Lotuses.
Christine, hit play.
Isn't the owner, whose name is Mitzi. It's her son, whose name is Paulie. Paulie and I have become good friends over the years, and back in the 90s, Paulie worked Stanford Sons of Westport a lot. But in the beginning, it was a little rocky, because Paulie's kind of, thinks he's a big deal. So I got to say one thing for Paulie Shore. While a lot of people may not dig his stand-up, and I can't be funny when he wants to be, ladies, man, guys, no one got more girls than this guy, and I'm pretty good at it. This was our heyday. This was the 90s. So Paulie's up in my office, and we're kind of auditioning a long line.
Is he supposed to be telling the dogs a story?
Yeah, but pull that back about 10 seconds, because I just want to hear the long line of women that are lining up for Craig Glazer and Paulie Shore.
Oh, I bet it is great.
Oh, I bet there's a couple real just blown out tire stomachs somewhere.
Chicks with that little bouffant in the front, and they're wearing bowling shirts.
Oh, it's lime green lipstick. They're like, I'm going to fuck tonight.
The 90s. So Paulie's up in my office, and we're kind of auditioning a long line. I mean, every girl's in a mini skirt. They're all 8s and 9s. And, of course, one of the hottest ones is a little Italian 19-year-old girl that I was dating at the time. And we all get in line.
The hottest one's the one he was dating.
Dude,
this guy is great. He's the best.
I'm watching Nikki's face. It's just so fucking good.
I cannot believe this. What he's not talking to the dogs. The dogs he was just like, how do I tell my stories?
Yeah.
And then they were like, let's just have you be telling stories to the dog. The music in the background and the cuts.
No, it's great. You don't understand.
The dogs are being held against their will.
The dogs are constantly trying to escape his grip. It's nonstop.
Oh my God.
The dogs are trying to take off.
Oh, look at him.
He's with the 7. And he
They keep switching sides.
steal my thunder. And he leans over and he goes, dude, I heard you did movies, yeah, man? And I went, yeah, I've done a few movies. I've been in movies. He goes, what were you, like, kind of an extra or something? I star in my movies. And I go, I know that, Paulie, but at least my movies were A movies. Anyway, so the girl that I was with, he wanted, and he said, she came up to me later that night. I'm going like, how many girls do you need? She goes, well, they've invited me to a party. It's already 3 in the morning. We're at a dance club in Westport, and the limo's out. We're getting to the dance club.
Manhandling those. Oh my
I'm going to go, to this party.
Junior, goddammit. You're fucking up my 2-shot.
I feel like whoever's filming this and editing it is not on his side.
No,
They focus on the animal cruelty throughout the
no, they know where the goods are.
I mean, the one on the right looks like a Sarah McLachlan, one of the Sarah McLachlan commercials.
Oh my God.
My favorite is right when the dog thinks it's getting away, he just mushes it into his chest.
That was aggressive.
Stay here. I'm talking about getting puss.
That was a great impression.
Nothing repels these dogs like my stories of puss. Because they have to be in the room to watch it.
Yeah, he goes, yeah.
Oh, those dogs have seen
And then I
so
put
much.
and then I put my hand in her. The very hands I hold these dogs with.
They don't like it because
Let's hear the end here.
You know what? If you want to be with Paulie that bad, go ahead and go to their party. So I drove by the party a little later to catch up. And the party was Paulie, and then what I want to call my ex-girlfriend. Right.
What What a sad story. That was
Pauly Shore just fucked your girlfriend?
Dude,
That's
that
the
was
story?
such a sad story. And by the way,
at the end it says hashtag think about it after every one. Like that. By the way,
Like, that's going to be sweeping.
but I love the fact that was
what's
such
episode 8 called? We can watch one more.
I mean, these are actually amazing.
Oh, they're pricey.
They are.
Are you kidding? We've been
He's really on to something
we've
here.
been itching to watch.
I
These
called
are
Jay.
amazing.
I called Jay on the road and just had him do Craig Glazer just to make me laugh in my hotel room. He was
Crying.
Black Barbie was
Waking up my kids. Oh,
Yes!
I know the story. I know the story, actually.
Ooh, he has kids?
No.
The other dog died.
Hey, we're back for an episode of the
Fuck was that?
I always like for these stories to have some type of moral lesson, things you guys can learn from an experienced bachelor entrepreneur. Somebody say entrepreneur? Is that I'm in the camera here, so they know he's.
Get over here, young shit.
If he does this to these dogs on camera, what does he do when he's alone?
I don't know.
Get over here, you bag of
Craig.
garbage.
He grabbed. Okay, if you're not watching,
By the way, follow us at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat to see these videos.
this is
Steve's
episode
putting everything
8.
up.
He grabs this dog so hard. I thought he was going to grab a script or something.
Like a lion cub.
It wasn't.
Hey, can you hand me that old shoe?
Oh,
it's just my dog.
God.
What's that?
The dog howled when he did it.
Wait,
Yeah.
Play
Did
that
it
back.
go back?
I can't even watch that again. That makes me so sad.
Hold on, you got to watch it because it's.
Oh my God! There it is.
Get over here, hunk of shit.
I'm in the camera here, so they know he's.
Oh
Oh, but he kisses it. He kisses it.
no! Look at it, runs away
I
again.
was
He
dating
really abusive husband, that dog. I was like, hey, you heard him here. He goes,
You know, my baby, you know I love you, baby. Now get
I
in there and
mean,
make me
that
some
was
meat.
not good.
You're my one. You're my only.
You're my only one for sure, for real, for reals.
For real, for real.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
name's Nikki. She worked at a club named Whispers out by Legend, which is in Kansas City, Kansas. That should have been my first clue. Plus, I told all my friends about her, and she was gorgeous, little skinny girl. She just looked like a little baby, and you wanted to save her. And everyone said, you're out of your mind. She has not one, not two, but 3 children out of wedlock. None of them are yours, and they're little kids, and they're mixed. I don't know why I had a huge crush on her.
none of them are yours?
And they're mixed. He had to throw that in.
Yeah, he really does.
Half Nick.
So, they're not pure. They're not airy.
Oh my God.
I call them Nig bits.
God damn it.
Years ago. So we had a pretty serious relationship. I was totally loyal to her, and I'm thinking, how can I make this work? At the time, we were thinking of opening a Stanford Sons, my college.
Hey, it's me, your step pop, Craig Glazer.
So I was going to LA. I just sold my movie, the book, The King of Sting, and at that time, it was going to be written for Mayhem at Disney. And I was going to work with the other writer, David Young. I was flying into LA. And I was all excited, but I thought I'd surprise Nikki, who I trusted because I knew she was loyal, and she was a stripper with a heart of gold. So my manager, David, was dropping me off at the airport. It was about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I go, let's stop by, because she lived kind of bad neighborhood. I lived in a good neighborhood. I really didn't want to drive over there, but I wanted to say goodbye and surprise her. We pull up to her little apartment complex. I run up the steps, right, Coco? And knock on the door to give her a kiss goodbye on the way to the airport to LA. Now it's about 10:45 p.m. The door opens. There's a guy 6'5" in the doorway. It wasn't Nikki. He goes, you're waking up my kids. And I went, what? I look at the apartment. Nobody go, I'm at the wrong apartment. Dave goes, you're not at the wrong apartment. Let's go. I had a couple of cocktails at the car on the way to the airport. And I go, what do you mean? The guy goes, you're waking up my kids. And I went, what? And Dave goes, let's go. Because then I see what's coming next. I go, wait a minute. This guy's, oh my God, this guy's with my girlfriend. He's in there doing the dirty stuff with poor little Nikki, my girlfriend. And I'm on the way to LA to do this $1 million deal. And she's like, run, upset me. So she called me later that night and swore that it was her baby's daddy and he was just watching the kids. And, that she wasn't there and she was out drinking, right? You want to believe it because you love him, right?
You want to believe she left her kids to go drink?
Yeah, with the guy that she left, who also is the father of those kids.
Yeah.
You want to believe it?
Oh my God, did you go by my house? That's so weird. My baby's daddy was there babysitting while I was just putting one on.
Oh,
You
thank
got
God.
me. I believe in hook, line, and sinker.
This.
I love you, so I'll go.
I believe you this time. You're the king of sing.
Moral of the
What
story
is this? What is this?
What is this?
That's Black Barbie.
Oh, it's Black Barbie.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is he still seeing her?
He says it's his number one girlfriend, I think.
Oh, number one?
His main one.
Oh, okay.
I hope she doesn't slip in the polls.
It's complicated.
Eating at a restaurant, and she was on her knees telling me she swore her baby's lives and she wouldn't lie. She was not sleeping with that guy. When she left to go to the bathroom, the waitress came over and she goes, "Are you Craig Glazer?" And I went, "Yeah." She goes, "I'm her neighbor. I babysit for her. She wanted me to lie for her, but I'm a good Christian." She said, "When you pounded on the door, her baby's daddy had his pants down, and they were in bed together, and she didn't know what to do, and she wanted me to lie for her." So how did it end? I was letting her use my Mercedes, a used car. Yeah, we picked that car up. That's the car we drive the comedians around in today. I don't see Nikki anymore. A lying little bitch. Right, Coco?
What?
He is taking his anger out on the dog.
Yeah.
This is like,
Think about it.
send it to
Think
PETA.
about it. Hashtag think about it, Nikki. Think about what
but
those
Nikki,
dogs go
But for
through.
reals though, think about it.
But are you thinking about it? 'Cause
Hold on. Let me just.
you gotta learn your lesson.
You know, I
Hold
can't
on.
I can't
I'm
leave
thinking
I
about
can't
it.
leave it open this much. You got to play episode 7.
You want 7?
Yeah,
you don't want
and
to
then
say
and then we'll take a commercial.
Is
and
7 that good? Is 7?
I don't know.
We don't
Have you guys seen all of these?
No.
Oh,
We're
okay.
watching.
No, we were up to
learning.
6. So
Okay,
this is so we got to do
I
7.
go to the door. He comes to the door, holding his dick in his hand.
He goes, "You're waking up my kid."
That's good.
I throw the dog at him. He catches
Dog's there. Dog's biting on his knees.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Oh, they just had to kick the dog a couple times for that soundbite. Oh my God, that
Junior's
dog.
frail.
Starving.
Hey, it's time for Man and His Dog with my 2 best friends and my live-in buddies, Junior, who I had for over 13 years, the miniature dachshund, and Coco, the Chihuahua pup that Chocolate Becky left me for a weekend I've had.
He always
for 5
calls her
years.
Chocolate
Anyway,
Chocolate Becky.
You gotta be careful when you use appliances, guys, especially when they're related to having sex. Back in LA, and I wrote this in my book, The King of Steak, I had a little girl used to come over, really cute, great figure, remember long dark black hair, but she partied so hard she would pass out. One given night, I bought, you know everybody has these vibrators that have the batteries and all that, and like kind of a dildo.
I know the type.
All right, here's the deal. Let me give you a trick. Don't use
Hold
those.
on,
Use
pause
the
it, Christine.
board.
Christine, pause it. You should be as Jiminy Cricket. You're as conscious.
Yeah.
I have to just say,
Slow down.
I'm impressed at the length of these videos. They're like actually a good length.
Oh, whoever's
Because-
doing this, first off, is great at editing.
Right.
Because when he just said that, party,
Yeah,
till she
great.
passed out. That was almost
no
an Eric
one-
Andre cut.
No one has enough restraint to make anything on YouTube under 3 minutes, and Craig Glazer has done it. I will applaud him for how quick these videos are.
So you think he's
They could go viral.
Chocolate Becky, Black Barbie, dildos, dogs there.
That's my elbow. That's my elevator
please
pitch.
be his Jiminy Cricket.
Lotus, high five.
High five, banging bitches, dogs.
Banging bitches, dog. Jeff's there. Dad, Westport. Comedy
I
Club.
just imagine him in like a conference
DJ
room.
Miller.
Him in a conference room going, "Shut your eyes now." 2 dogs, me, leather couch,
He is a
stories.
Legends Mall, TJ Miller. Lewis Black. Larry the Cable Guy before he's famous.
Dave Attell said I was one of his favorites.
Dave Attell brought me on stage, opened in a theater, did a thing. Lotus.
$300 worth of steak. That's a lot. Sitting.
Girls take advantage. Bang strippers. Lotus. Denny's. Morning radio. Johnny Dare.
he's always in a feud with Johnny Dare.
Johnny Dare hates me because I laughed when he asked me if I was going to go see Jackal that night in 2014.
And you laughed right in his face.
And I laughed. I go, no, I'm not. He's like, what's wrong with that? I go, nothing, man. But it's like, you said it with such confidence, like I was definitely going to go see Jackal tonight. And he's like, what's wrong with Jackal? I'm like, nothing's wrong with. And he goes, oh, Jackal's the lead singer. Jackal's best friends with Johnny Dare. I go, all right, but Johnny Dare should know. Why would you set somebody up to be in that position? Like, you're not
Right.
asking me if I'm going to go see fucking Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Right.
At the thing, or even like Guns and so it's like Jackal.
Jackal.
No, I'm all right.
The lead
I'm not
singer,
seeing Dawkins or Warrant either.
The lead singer of Jackal, he owes Johnny Dare $20. So he's pretty
Jackal's there. Johnny Dare. 95.1. Today's country music.
chocolate Becky.
Chocolate Becky. Panera Bread. Denny's. Lotus.
Talk about the dogs.
Use Mercedes. Dogs there. Junior. Everyone, update. I've kicked Junior retarded. So,
Turns out he was dead. Episode 4.
Junior died. Dog's here. Babe's here. Choking this dog. Pretending it's Black Becky. Chocolate Barbie.
I treat the dog like it's a bim.
Dog's a bim.
All right, let's play one
What's
more
a
video.
bim?
Hey, Bimbo.
Oh.
Plug-in ones, right, Junior? Use the plug-in ones that are, electric. You know why? Bang, stronger. Bang. It's got a big head on it. I should show you, and it looks like a back massager. Yeah.
Yeah, the magic wand.
That way, when the maid comes and she's cleaning up, you're not embarrassed when she got like a big penis dildo. You go, oh, that's the back massager. We know it's for sex, but it's a cover-up story. All right, so I have this out, and the top's got a big bulbous rubber head, right, Coco? Then there's a metal thing that holds the rubber thing, bang, and that thing goes crazy when you plug it in, and then there's the long, whatever arm that is kind of vibrator thing. All right, so I plug it in. I have the girl back in the bedroom, Geno, I think was her name. I'm doing everything crazy. We're having sex. Bring out the vibrator. She lays it on herself, but I remember the head was getting loose on it, and she had passed out. Well, I'm making this a late night dinner. I'm trying to be a good guy. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to take care of her. So I go out and get the food, and I think I smell bacon burning, right? And I went, I didn't make any bacon. Oh my God, it wasn't bacon. The rubber head had come off the vibrator, and the thing was vibrating, and it was almost on fire. It was like a hot poker coal. She passed out. It was laying on her pussy, and her pussy was being cooked. Wow. So I did all I could. I had to take her to the hospital. I don't know if they sewed her pussy shut or not. I never saw her again. But I'll tell you what, I don't need bacon anymore.
Rubberhead, plug-in appliances, pussy cooked.
That story, if it's true, is fucking insane.
You know what's funny? Me and Christine were the owners of a plug-in magic wand thing.
Yeah.
And at one point, remember, it started fucking fired sparks out.
What?
Yeah, dangerous.
Wait a second.
Singed bush.
That's like my favorite thing. It malfunctioned?
Yeah.
Well, better hope you get a good one.
Send us a new one.
Turns out they can go wonky
Oh, they sent
on
you a
you.
new one?
They end up sending a new one.
That's
but
nice.
It's kind of scary.
I go in there. She's half on fire. It's a puzzle fire.
She's on fire. Puss cook.
I dropped her off at the hospital, never saw her again.
Deep fried box.
I don't know if they
Sona pussy. Lotus dog.
Oh, no.
Deep fried box. It's so goddamn funny.
She's there. Plug in. Sizzle clit. Hospital.
I don't think we watched Maria.
I don't even want to know what Maria is. Oh God, I missed.
we're gonna find out.
I really missed these. Oh, what a good treat.
Right, ready? Hi, welcome to A Man and His Dog. We should call it A Man and His Dogs, plural, because I have two dogs. The original dog on the show, Junior, the little miniature dog, who I love, and Coco, who I got years later. Coco's 7 and Junior's 13. Coco's a girl dog. She's a Chihuahua. And they sleep with me every night, and they love me to death, and they never want to leave my side, right, Junior? Well, today I thought we would talk about
Pause it real quick.
prison.
Oh God, that was almost great.
Already, this is going to be so great.
The editing, they're doing a new editing trick, which is almost giving me vertigo.
Yeah, word to word.
It just slammed.
They're doing chop cuts.
Yeah, they're doing
every third word.
They're doing MTV Sports chop cuts, and it's making my head hurt.
A Man and His Dog with Dan Cortez.
Yeah, we're going to go extreme. We're going to shave the dog.
Code Red Mountain Dew.
Hit play again.
Sex. That's right. As many of you know that know the Craig Glazer story for my book, The King of Sting, which many of these stories are actually in the book that we're talking about. Photos of some of the characters. But tonight we're going to talk about prison sex. When I went to prison for money laundering in the mid-'80s, I was first sent to a prison called Terminal Island. That's in Long Beach, California. And it's actually on
I was getting butt fucked. Dogs were there.
Guy bent me over, called me a bitch, plowed at my shitter. Dog's there.
Dogs there. I'm a male bimp.
Maria Bamford, another something. Met the cable guy.
Yeah, David Tell booked at the club. I'm in the slammer, getting pinned. Dogs are there. Male bim. I'm the bim. I'm his bim.
I'm a bim. He's a bam. Boom, bam, bip, bam, boom.
He's a murderer. I'm his bim.
Laid a couple back pancakes. Moved on. Dog's there.
Island as you drive out on Long kind of pier to the prison, and boy, does it look like Alcatraz. That gothic, tall, walls with the guards with the weapons at the gate and up in the towers. Very scary.
Don't want to be there.
The dogs were not there. Even though my 2 dogs are therapy dogs, you can't bring them into the prison system.
Turns out prisoners aren't allowed
You can't
therapy.
even bring them into the prison system.
They gave me a life sentence. Turns out that was 4 years.
Guess what else I couldn't bring? April Macy. Wonk, wonk.
Here's the thing is, he's just clearly holding those dogs there against their will.
They want to go away so bad.
It's just that becomes half
One's
of the
biting
video.
his thumb.
Yeah.
The other one's just begging to die.
At the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat if you want to watch the videos we're talking about. Keep it rolling, Christine.
But I'm not going to have time right now to go deep into the prison stuff. I want to skip right to the sex stuff. Right when I got to prison, you're allowed to have visitors, and you got to write them down. They either have to be a family member, or it could be, if you're engaged,
A dog.
So I was engaged to Miss Puerto Rico Miss Universe. Her name was Maria Portia. I'm going to say her whole name because I hope she sees this. Anyway,
I really want to look her up, Jacob. Look her up right now. I want to know if that's a real person.
Maria Portia?
Maria Portia sounds like a made-up girlfriend that goes to another high school.
Miss Puerto Rican America?
Oh, my girlfriend's so beautiful. You've never seen Tracy Lamborghini? You never seen my girl?
Her name's Tits Kawasaki Ninja?
You never met my girlfriend Boobs Honda? She's so hot. Yeah.
You just get, as you older you get, this is my friend, Breasts Maserati.
Maria was gorgeous. Big busted girl. Very pretty. On a 1 to 10, I'd give her a 9.7.
Well,
So
really.
I had this beautiful girlfriend. I found out you could have visits Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sometimes on Sunday. So Maria was going to come see me. Now, she did see me early on before I came up with this brilliant idea of how to have sex with her in the visitor room. So what happened was all the other convicts and inmates saw her, and they all said the same thing.
Hold
What a
the
weird
fuck
pause.
on. Yeah, pause that back, because that is a man dealing with his past in his face.
He goes, so they all saw her and were like, we're going to fuck this shit out of you later.
We're going to hate fuck you for getting to fuck her.
He probably shouldn't be trying to get her stink on him. That's going to make him rape him harder later that night.
He's covered himself. It's like the opposite of when you cover yourself in deer pee.
You smell like a lady. He's like,
Yeah.
No, fella, that's not, what? You think there's a lady on me? No, all man here. I just shit my own butt cheeks. So it's probably what you're smelling.
No way. I don't smell like I don't smell like Miss Universe.
No, what do you do? No, that's not me. Oh, Puerto Rican Miss Universe? No.
Why? No, that's you smell boobs.
No, yeah, I had a roast con pollo for dinner.
I must have shook hands with one of the lunch ladies.
I said, no, that lady, no.
Play that again, because he watching just zone
that
out.
pause.
He shakes
And
his
they all
head
said the
off.
same thing.
He
How
shakes
old is she? About 20? And I went, yeah. And I was the ripe old age of 28. So they said, look, how long are you doing? I want to have a 7-year sentence, but I think I'll be out in 2, 3, at the most 4 years. And they went, and you think that girl's going to wait for you? And I went, she told me she'd wait forever. We're engaged. And they went, really?
Forever's
Dude,
only
look.
4 days.
It's always, the forever's always wrong.
She said we'd be together forever. Turns out forever, 8 months, 12 days.
Turns out it's 3 conjugal visits. And then she stopped showing. But the dogs are there.
Dog's there. That's okay. I put all of my hate and love in these things.
Fun thing is I learned how to fuck the dogs during the visits.
If you put a toilet paper roll up a dog's ass, wet it.
Now I smell like dogs.
in federal prison. but there was a bathroom, and they had like a wall up, one of these dividers, because the guests could go into the men's and women's room. So I said, look, and the lieutenant and the guards kept going through there all the time to see what's going on to make sure we're doing anything naughty. So
you just hear
I
the
had
dog
Maria
wheezing.
wear a mini skirt and no underwear with her boobs almost hanging out. And I said, we're not going to have a lot of time to do what you're told, right? All right, Schmooey. So she did, and she looked phenomenal. And I said, Ivan, you lean against that, wooden separator divider between the bathrooms.
Wait, pause for a second. That really is the dog just breathing into the lav mic?
If that dog could talk, he'd be like, kill me. Please kill me. He said forever. I think
Play
he
it
means
again?
it. I think he means it.
Also, that faces the visitor room. So if a guard tries to walk by, you kick your foot against the back of the wall of the divider, so it'll give me a moment to quit doing whatever I'm doing and straighten myself up. So I have Maria back there. I have her against the wall. Ivan's leaning against it with his visitor. And we're making out. I have her blouse off, her skirt up. I got my wiener out. I'm going to town. I figure I got a couple of minutes. Nope. Kick at the wall. God damn it. And I had a blazing hard on. As luck would have it, I pull out, because if you get caught having sex with an anal like that, I think kissing, you're going to the hole. And the hole at TI sucks. It's like Alcatraz hole. So I pulled my wiener out, and I had to shoot, and I didn't want to get busted. Luckily, there was a mop bucket right by my leg. I'll pick this up.
I mean,
It's a phone.
Oh, those are wind chimes.
Luckily, there was a mop bucket with a mop in it right by the men's room. So I aimed my prick at the mop bucket and fired. The white stuff. You want to get down?
I mean, he should write romance novels.
No, make a mistake.
Fire.
He does that. Yeah, you got to cut that. Get that as a drop. That's our new. That's our new orgasm drop.
Oh, I'll be busting nuts like fire.
So you know me. I look over. Dogs are looking at me. Fire.
My bucket. April Macy. Dogs, Alcatraz hole. Dogs there.
Fire.
What a shot. I shot a couple of big wads right into that mop bucket. Problem is, it's floating on top of the water, and here comes the lieutenant right around the corner.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is the day we found out that old Craig Glazer has buoyant jizz.
Yeah. They wouldn't burn my jizz at the stake for thinking it's a witch.
My jizz lacks density.
It turns out I got light spunk. You know the Dead Sea? Well, it's like that, but with my jizz.
Turns out my ropes are more like tubes. So my jizz ropes are laying on top of the thing like fun noodles.
Quick Glazer thinking, I grab a handful, throw it on the wall like one of those spiders that walks down.
So I grab my jizz, toss it on like a wacky wall walker. It walks down. Dog's there. Parole officers come in. They're trying to play a game. They're betting on which riz.
Wall walker. That was the thing I couldn't think of.
Wacky wall walkers.
Oh, fuck, that visual is hilarious. My face hurts. All right,
let's wrap it up.
And fired. The white stuff. You want to get down? I think you like this story. Go ahead and get down. Junior's going to leave.
The dogs are so offended. Please stop telling the story into my fucking ear.
I shot a couple of big wads right into that mop bucket. Problem is, it's floating on top of the water, and here comes the lieutenant right around the corner. And I pull my, you wear Air Force uniforms in the federal prison, which are beige, so I pull my pants up, right? I mean, all this is in like seconds. Throw her against one, go play along. She's got her skirt down, so she's dressed. And I go, God damn you, I told you not to do that. You got to be on time next time, you jerk. And when I call you, be home. You be home. So I have this pretend argument. She's going, stop yelling at me. And the lieutenant goes, hey, you two calm down. So he's focused on the argument and on the fact that cum is floating, 3 feet down from his leg in the mop bucket, and all he has to do is look down, and I am fucked.
I bet no one ever has looked down at something like that and gone like, he goes, anyway, guys, you enjoy the rest of your whoa. Is that cum floating on top of that bucket?
He goes the mop.
Yeah.
It just goes under it.
He does the move where he puts it on a knife and then goes,
that's pure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cum. Oh, mister, you just got yourself 2 days in the hole. And you know what the hole's like here? It's like the hole in Alcatraz.
Anyways.
No
also,
dogs allowed.
Also,
no.
Eat more pineapple.
Also, someone had asparagus this afternoon.
Oh, that's come.
Oh, so you're going to tell me this is, he just goes, the thing comes up, just like tripping off his fingers. You're going to tell me that this goopy gobs?
That's pine sol. You're telling me that's pine sol mixed with water.
You're telling me, what is his words? You're telling me these 3 big gobs. What do you say?
Wads.
Wads. You're going to tell me these wads are just random, just random findings in a mop bucket?
Listen, I've been at this prison 17 years. I've seen a lot of shit, and what I always know is when a bucket's full of jizz.
Hey, are you two fucking? Oh, y'all just arguing.
Okay, then.
Okay, wait a second.
Trying to trick Wheelie.
Whoa. What's in that mop bucket right there?
Nothing. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you mean.
Right over here.
No, what? No.
What are these 3 big-looking wad-like things?
You think they're big?
I mean, these are massive. They're floating.
All right, bro to bro. Those are my wads.
I wish my dogs were here to see this.
Can you just snap a quick cell phone picture for my dogs? It's 87. Can you take a Polaroid and take this back to my dogs?
Just mail it to my
Oh,
dogs.
they'd love, Junior would love this. The other one's got a pretty terrible upper respiratory infection he's dealing with.
He's a bit of a wheezer.
He's a bit of a wheezer. That's how you'll know which one's which.
Fired.
Go ahead a
White
little bit.
stuff. You want to get down? I shot a couple of big wads
going.
right into that mop bucket.
We were past the wads.
We know he calls
Air Force uniforms in the federal
Keep
prison,
going. We're
which-
past the argument.
So she's dressed, and I go, God damn you, I told you not to do that. You got. And Lieutenant goes, hey, you two calm down. So he's focused on the argument and on the fact that cum is floating.
I mean, 3
down from
big
his leg.
wads.
And all he has to do is look down, and I am fucked. Oh, Junior, you want to hear the end of the story? Come on up here. So, as luck would have it, he separated us from our fight, and she left, and I went back in the visiting yard. And I thought, come here, June. I thought that, I'd done a good job, even though it was only 1 minute. I called my buddy, Peter Brown, who was a writer, who had given her a ride to the prison. And he goes, I've got bad news for you. Maria got a ride this time, 2 guys. She was in a stretch limo in the back seat. And when I pulled up, because they were visiting me too, Peter, he said, I don't know how to tell you this, but when I looked in the window after she left you, she was in the back seat with her top off and her boobs hanging off. And the guy was snorting lines of blow off her boobs.
Wait, in the prison, hold on. In the prison parking lot?
Well, she's all worked up from that fucking bathroom bonk.
In the prison parking lot, she's getting blow done off her tits in the back of a limo. This is
That's what she gets for him yelling at her. And there's only a few seconds left. Let's just finish it up.
Yeah, let's just. I mean, that's.
Then we'll take our break and we'll come back at Peter.
Ended the engagement, and to this day, I wonder where the hell did she go, that little tramp?
Hashtag think about it, everybody.
Think about what?
What do you mean think about what? You go out of your way to concoct this crazy plan to have sex for 5 seconds where the girl is willing to bang a dude in prison.
You're right.
A former Maria Portia, did we find her?
Find any photos of this. I don't know if that's her.
That's definitely not her.
Is that Maria Portia?
No, I don't
The
know.
only Maria
Something-
Porsche.
I looked up Miss Puerto Rica America,
Nothing.
and it's Maria de la Rosa.
It's
Let's
not
see.
definitely not. He said Maria Portia.
Definitely a fake story.
I looked at all the Miss Puerto Rico winners. Not one by the name of
Yeah,
Maria
not
Portia.
one.
Really
There's
not.
gotta be, everyone's got to be named Maria, though.
There was a few
There's
Marias.
a few Marias.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's heavy. Maybe look around 86.
That's what this girl is. She's 1984. Maria de los Angeles Rosa Silva.
Well,
Maybe it's a min.
maybe we heard him wrong.
Could be.
Those names sound right.
Bring her up. What does she
Because
look like?
84 makes sense because he said this was 87.
Yeah. And he said she was former, 20 years old. She could've won at
Mid-80s.
17.
It's possible. Let's
mean,
take a gander.
Let's take a gander at her. Are you bringing
She's
up?
20.
I'm getting no
I'm
pictures.
the ripe old age of 28.
I had her killed. Long story.
Anyway, this guy's doing... I hate to tell you this, but she's doing blow, and the dogs are there.